My name is Carolina Bruce, and I completed my senior thesis on perception of inclusivity on college campuses and expression of LGBT plus identity. The present study sought to examine the relationship between campus inclusivity and identity authenticity, particularly for LGBT plus and heterosexual students. The hypothesis was that students who reported more positive campus experiences were more likely to live authentically and display their gender identity and sexual orientation freely. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 virus, I was unable to fully complete the data analyses for this specific hypothesis. This current presentation will demonstrate the first part of the analyses and report on differences of perception of campus inclusivity based on sexual orientation. For perception of campus climate, there was an interaction between relationship status and race, as single, white, and people of color rated their campus climate similarly. However, when in a relationship, people of color rated their campus climate lower than white students. For campus responsiveness, there was a main effect for living situations and an interaction between race, living situation, and sexual orientation. White heterosexual students had the highest ratings of campus responsiveness when living on campus and off campus with people. This pattern was different for heterosexual students of color who lived off campus with people, who had the lowest ratings of campus responsiveness. Meanwhile, heterosexual students of color who lived on campus and off campus with people had high ratings like their white peers. If we consider non-heterosexual students, white students who lived off campus alone had the highest ratings of campus responsivity. We see a difference between non-heterosexual white and people of color living off campus with people, such that people of color had better ratings of campus responsiveness than white students. Non-heterosexual white students and people of color who lived on campus both had high ratings for campus responsiveness. You'll notice that the line ends on the right for non-heterosexual people of color that lived off campus alone, since there were no available data for that group. Campus experiences encompass cases of identity concealment and discrimination. There was a main effect for sexual orientation and interaction between race and gender identity. As you can see from the graph on the left, heterosexual students had fewer cases of identity concealment and discrimination than non-heterosexual students, who reported significantly more cases of discrimination and the need to hide their identities. On the graph on the right, we see that regardless of race, cisgender students rated their campus experiences similarly to one another. However, genderqueer students of color reported more negative campus experiences than genderqueer white students. A thematic analysis was implemented using open-ended questions regarding suggestions for the campus administration and how responsive they were to the need of students. On the top, we can see that for campus improvement, we see the need for more institutional support, stronger campus presence, and more LGBT+ educational resources and awareness. On the bottom, for campus responsiveness, we see the availability of LGBT+ safe spaces and supportive faculty. Overall, the findings of the present study reveal that an individual's perception of the campus climate is not only affected by their sexual orientation, but by their race as well. Minority students are reporting more negative experiences than their white heterosexual peers. From this, participants requested more institutional support and educational resources geared towards the LGBT+ community. Intersexuality could be further examined in regards to identity authenticity, but unfortunately, we were not able to get there due to the COVID-19 outbreak. Future studies should also focus on recruiting a larger sample of diverse participants so that students of all backgrounds can feel comfortable in their college environments. Thank you very much and have a nice day.